From NAB in Las Vegas, Chris Cohen of FiLMiC talks about their new integration with Frame.io. This is MacVoices. This edition of MacVoices is supported by Kolide. Kolide sends employees important, timely, and relevant security recommendations for their Linux, Mac, and Windows devices, right inside Slack. Meet compliance objectives in a remote-first world without resorting to rigid device management. Try Kolide for 14 days free. Visit kolide.com/MacVoices to sign up today. That's KOLIDE.com/MacVoices. Enter your email when prompted to receive your free Kolide gift bundle after trial activation. Kolide.com/MacVoices. MacVoices is at NAB in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, I fought my way to the Frame.io booth to talk to Chris Cohen, the CTO of FiLMiC, about the new Frame.io integration with FiLMiC and what it means. Chris, great to see you again.
It's good to be here. Do I grab this? I feel powerful when I hold it.
Then go for it.
Excellent.
Now you just aim it at me when I talk.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, otherwise I can't hear it. So.
How about you hold it?
Okay. All right. We got to take this show on the road. So this is kind of a big deal. Frame.io seems to be integrating with everything, and now to have it integrated with FiLMiC is a bit of a feather in your cap, I think, and definitely expands the capabilities of FiLMiC.
Oh, I agree. I think FiLMiC was a natural partner, and not only in terms of install base, but also FiLMiC knows their customer. We know who our user base is, and we cater to a variety of prosumers on the mobile side. And we have a large impact in both news, television, biopics, even film. So FiLMiC Pro was really a natural choice here. The other thing that really is advantageous about this integration is it solves a huge pain point for our users. As you know, acquiring footage with a phone, not just FiLMiC Pro, but any phone, is easy. It's effortless. It's simple. The problem is workflow. You can capture all the footage you want on an iPhone, but getting it off to a variety of stakeholders. Modern video workflows require you to simultaneously distribute assets to an editor, a colorist, a producer, a director. All of this has to happen simultaneously, and mobile, up until this point at least, has been poorly equipped to meet that challenge. Frame.io solves that, obviously, and we're happy to be an early partner with this integration.
Well, I should have mentioned at the start that we're shooting this with FiLMiC. So that's the software I use for all the shows here, CES and NAB. And I'm excited to just learn exactly how this could potentially fit into my workflow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that our customers are finding very valuable with this integration is that it allows effortless and instantaneous distribution of not only proxy quality footage for like instant rough cuts, but it allows you to upload what are essentially hero shots. If you're not going beyond 4K, we have an option that allows you to send 1080p encoded at 10 megabits per second. And that is not insignificant. We have a lot of requests about actually uploading true hero assets to Frame.io. That is something we are exploring at this time. But for the time being, this solves a huge problem in terms of distributing proxy files and assets to a variety of stakeholders at once.
So as a FiLMiC user, what do I have to do to take advantage of Frame.io at this point?
Yeah, you have to buy the optional in-app purchase called the Cinematographer's Toolkit. This will give you a suite of tools that are aimed at higher-end users, among which are logarithmic encoding profiles, a tone mapping suite, etc. But in addition to that, now you have Frame.io integration, and this will allow you to opt in, log in right in FiLMiC Pro, and then as soon as you cut after a clip, it can automatically be downsampling and uploading in the background. It's amazing, it's effortless, and you would be shocked at how quick it is.
And that's the next question. So obviously, we're still dependent on whatever our Wi-Fi speed is at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. For those of you who are bandwidth constrained, we do give you a few options. Now, obviously, you can choose to upload that maximal quality hero shot, that 1080p 10 megabits per second file if you want to. But if you're in a situation where you're bandwidth constrained, say you're in an RF area that's just really noisy and congested, we give you the option of actually pulling that down a little bit. You can go down to 1080 encode it at 3.5 megabits per second. But if you need to go down further, you can go down to 720p, encode it at 1.5 megabits per second. What that's going to do for you is you can continue to capture the raw virgin footage on your phone, but as you are shooting, you are sending these shots to your editor, to your colorist, to your other stakeholders, and as you are going throughout your day, they can be editing a rough cut so that principal photography and the rough cut can be done at the same time. These proxies, with Frame.io at least, if you're using Premiere, they integrate right in, and you can substitute the proxy files for the virginal footage when you mate those two at the end. It's amazing.
I got a lot to learn.
Well, don't we all? I think so.
How's the reception been to the integration here at the show?
Oh, it's been discouragingly exciting. People, they want more. That's the problem. And we've just shipped the thing. So we have to meet that challenge, obviously. But a lot of people are just, the thing about innovations like this is you know it's right when it feels like it was inevitable. And Frame.io felt inevitable. It's hard to communicate to someone who's not familiar with this kind of workflow, but once you understand it, it is such a game changer. It removes those friction points that were always there, to be honest, in video production. So to be able to distribute footage simultaneously to a variety of stakeholders is a big deal, and it's going to make multifunctional teams a lot more prolific, in my opinion.
We stole the Frame.io station here at the FiLMiC station here at the FiLMiC booth for the interview, but it's been packed. Every time I come by, it's packed, and I haven't been able to find you because you're usually buried somewhere in the crowd.
Right. Well, that's by design. I'm hiding.
Yeah. Where can folks go to learn more about FiLMiC as well as the integration with Frame.io?
Absolutely. Just hop on to filmicpro.com, or if you want to watch some educational material, go to our YouTube channel, and it's all there.
Chris, thanks so much for the time. Good to see you.
No, thank you.
Folks, more from NAB in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching.
Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.